Hey everyone, this is Jenny at Rescue Yoga coming to you live for our YOGAdaptive class this afternoon. I'm going to give everybody a few minutes to get everything that they need. Today we're going to be needing a chair. Got a chair? We're going to be needing a block and a strap. So you can use a strap that might be a dog leash. You could use a tie. You could use a beach towel. You could use your sweater. You could use anything that you would like to use for your strap today. Hi, how are you? We're so glad that you're joining us this afternoon. I hope everybody is healthy today. We will be starting and doing most of our class with the chair today. So I want to thank you all for joining us. We switched to the beach background today. Being in the studio, just me, we have the opportunity to do whatever it is that we like. What are y'all saying? Hey Kalpana, it's good to see you. So right here, we're gonna start seated, and have your strap and your block handy. Go ahead and take a seat. You're welcome to sit on the floor. You do not need to sit in the chair. If you don't feel like you need that, you can sit on the floor. You can sit on the edge of your couch if you prefer. But here we're going to sit up nice and tall, and go ahead and close your eyes. So right here we'll just establish a breath pattern, a nice even inhale, and then an even exhale. So closing your eyes here and feel your breath. Breathe in for maybe the count of 5 or 6. And exhale for 5 or 6. A couple more breaths just like that, just to center ourselves. Now I'd like you to bring your hands to your belly. As you breathe in, direct that breath into your belly. Feel it expand. Your belly presses into your hands. As you exhale, feel it empty, and the belly draws into the spine. So do that a few more times, inhaling and exhaling. We call this diaphragmatic breathing. So ignore the lungs, just into the belly. Inhaling and exhale. And one more time. Good. So go ahead and release your arms down to your sides. And we're going to add some arm work with our breath. As you inhale, sweep those arms open and up. As you exhale, turn the hands out and bring the arms down. Again, inhale, sweep those arms up like you're moving them through mud. And exhale, sweep those arms down nice and slow. One more time. Inhale, sweeping the arms open and up. And exhale, bringing the arms all the way back down. Good. So this time we'll take just the right arm. Inhale, reach that right arm up. And as you exhale, reach it up a little higher. And then inhale, release it down. So do the opposite side. Inhale, reaching that arm up. As you exhale, stretch a little longer. And then inhale, release that arm down. So this time both arms go up. Inhale, reach those arms up. Stay here, exhale, let your shoulders drop down a little bit. Now on your inhale, lengthen up through your chest. Lift the heart up a little higher. And then exhale, release the arms down to the sides. So this time, inhale, reach those arms up and turn your palms and face forward. As you exhale, pull those elbows down to your sides so your hands are outside of your peripheral vision. And inhale, reach those arms, go all the way back up. Exhale, pull those elbows down. And and inhale, reach them all the way back up. One more time. Exhale, pull those elbows down, and inhale, reaching them back up. This time, release those arms down next to your sides. Alrighty, so go ahead and stomp your feet a few times. We're just gonna kind of wake everything up. Oh, you know what? I forgot to ask you guys if you can even hear me. So someone chime in, let me know that you can hear me. Hey Farah, hey Leslie, can you guys hear me okay? Anybody? Thumbs up? Heart? No? Yes? Okay, great. All right, so stomping those feet a few times. Awesome. So we're gonna slow it down and we're gonna take our feet out and then we'll take our feet in. So we're just kind of tapping those feet in and out, working a little foot pattern. Good. All right, so for some of us, this is already a big challenge. Are you leaning back in your chair? Are we in slumpasana? So go ahead and sit up tall. Maybe lean forward just a little bit or scoot your bottom forward so that you're not leaning back in the chair. We want to integrate those core muscles as we're doing this. All right, so can you do it a little bit faster? Maybe those feet go a little bit more. So I'm sure if Carol is watching this right now, she is just going to town, tapping those feet. All right, can you go any faster? Good. Awesome. So go ahead and slow those feet down and bring them back to the center. Awesome. So this time we're going to sit back in our chair just a little bit. I want you to feel it on your back, especially if you have some balance challenges. I don't want you being too far forward. The last thing we want is for you to fall out of a chair. And also, just a note, if you're in a chair that is on tile, sometimes the chair can slide, and particularly if you have a chair that has wheels on it, that's probably not going to be a good option unless you back it up against the wall. All right, so right here we're going to work with those arms. On your inhale, take your right arm up, and exhale, bring it back down. Now switch sides. Inhale, take the left arm up, and exhale back down. Good. So we're going to add a leg. So inhale that opposite leg forward. We have to think here. Exhale, lower. And the other side. Inhaling. And exhale, lower. Good. So keep going. Inhale. Reach the left foot and the right arm. Exhale, lower. And inhale the other side. And exhale, lower. We'll do one more time on each side. Inhale up and exhale. And last one, inhale and exhale. Good. So go ahead and do both arms and both legs at the same time. Inhale, arms and legs go forward and up. Exhale, lower, back down. Do you feel that core warming up a little bit? Inhale, going up and exhale, lowering down. And one more time. Inhale, going up and exhale, lowering back down. So this time, inhale, take your legs, go forward, the arms go up. As you exhale, bring your hands out to the side, bend your knees, but don't let the feet touch the floor. Inhale, sweep those arms up. So we're doing snow angel arms, legs forward. Exhale, bend the knees, the feet don't touch the floor. Good, one more. Inhale, going up. And exhale, coming down. Good. Go ahead and let those feet rest on the floor. And if your quadriceps are really burning, maybe you rub them, maybe you pound them out a few times. Good job. All right, so this time we are going to come forward in our chair a little bit, and we're going to separate our feet a little bit wider than our chair, okay? So we'll bring our hands onto our knees, and we're going to roll our torso around in circles. Now, I know it's just after lunchtime. So if you just had lunch, maybe these are really tiny circles and we're just working on the hips. If you have not had lunch, maybe these circles are much bigger and we're actually massaging some of those internal organs. Because sometimes in times like these, we become more sedentary. And sometimes the last thing we want is for our colon to become sedentary, right? So massaging the internal organs right here in the lower belly and giving them permission to move. All right, so the next time you come back to the center, we'll pause briefly and then reverse and go in that opposite direction. So again, if you need a small circle, maybe you got something going on in your back, or so just a heads up that if you're suffering from like, let's call it diarrhea, then you probably just want to lay on your back and breathe. You probably don't want to be doing all this crazy stuff. And if you're not suffering and you have not eaten, maybe that circle is much bigger, and we're rolling through, working, stretching through the hips, the thigh, the inner thighs, the low back, the abs, even some obliques are getting warmed up right here. And then when you're ready, go ahead and come back to the center. Good. So leaving the hands on the knees, feet on the floor, we're going to do some cat-cow right here. On your inhale, lift up through the chest, but draw your shoulders backwards. As you exhale, round through your back. Let your shoulders roll forward and drop your chin. Inhale, lifting up, opening the front of the body. Exhale, rounding, opening the back of the body. Good. So we'll do one more like that. Inhaling. Now this time on your exhale, blow all of that air out, round, even contract your abs. Now hold your breath and slowly go back to that other position. Once you get there, inhale. And then exhale again, round the back, round the shoulders, tuck the chin, contract through your abs. Now hold your breath on the out and slowly transition back to that other position. Feel the stretching. Inhale at the top. One more time. Exhale, rounding, contract, hold the breath, and then slowly start to come back to that other position. Inhale at the top and exhale, release. Good job, everyone. Alrighty. So walking backwards in your chair just a little bit. And if you have this sensation, this worry that you might fall forward out of your chair, then you're certainly welcome to do this in front of your countertop, in front of your kitchen table, so that you have something to rest your arms on, and even up against the back of your couch possibly, or an ottoman, whatever you have available for you to help support you as we lean forward. All right, so if you have had some maybe dental surgery recently, or if you have like this insane amount of sinuses going on, or allergies, and it's all right here in this part of your head, you don't want to be folding forward so far that your head is well below your knees as we do this. You might only want to come forward partway, okay? So here on the inhale, sweep the arms, open them up. As we exhale, we're going to bend forward into our seated child's pose. Bring your hands down to the floor. As you inhale, slide the hands up the shins, the arm is straight. And then exhale, lower back down. Arms open wide as we inhale, come all the way back to the center. And exhale, release the arms down to the sides. Warming up in our sun salutes. Inhale, taking those arms, reaching them up. As we exhale, we'll bow forward over those legs, hands fall. On your next inhale, we'll slide the hands up the shins part way. And exhale, fold all the way over. And then arms open up wide. Inhale, come back up. And And exhale, release the hands to the sides. One more time. Inhale, sweeping the arms open and up. Exhale, we'll fold forward over those legs, hands fall towards the floor. On the inhale, we lift up part way, and exhale, lower back down. Arms open wide, inhale, lift all the way back up, and as you exhale, release the arms down to the sides. Awesome. So here we're gonna add some spinal twisting. So what I'd like for everyone to do is scooch forward in their chair. There's a lot of butt scooching in this class. I'm so sorry, but you know what? It's okay. We're gonna get some good working out today. So the feet are flat on the floor, right up underneath the hips. And you can take the feet a little wider if you feel unbalanced, okay? So what I'm gonna also ask you to do is grab something to bring between your knees. Now you can use a couch cushion, you can use a yoga block if you got one, you can use whatever. There was a lady that I was talking to earlier this week, and she says, yeah, Jenny, I got my cans of beans out. And I was just like, oh my gosh, okay, cans of beans it is. So she put her cans of beans in between her knees right here, and she just went on. All right, so right here, squeezing that prop, whatever it is. On your next inhale, sweep those arms open and up. As you exhale, twist to your left and let your arms fall to shoulder height. As you inhale, come back up to the center, and exhale, twist to the right. Arms fall to shoulder height. Inhale, reaching those arms up, and exhale, twisting to the left. Inhale, coming back up, and exhale, twisting to the right. One more time, each side. Inhaling up, and exhale, twisting, and inhaling up, and exhale, twisting. Good. So this time, inhale, come up to the center, bring your hands behind your head, exhale. So inhale, open those elbows up wide. Now exhale, bring those elbows towards one another. They may or may not touch. Inhale, open those elbows up wide. And exhale, bring them together. One more. Inhale, open up. And exhale together. Good. So this time, inhale, open those arms up. As you exhale, release those arms to your sides. Awesome. Are you still squeezing that block, or did you forget? We're squeezing? Awesome. So right here, notice how you're not leaning up against the chair. Now I want you to lean back about halfway, still squeezing the block. Did you feel that right here? Did we got that all nice and snug? All right, so now lift your heels up off the floor. If you need help and your back is feeling really, really pissed right now, maybe you hang on to the back of your chair, okay? You can always use your hands to support you back there, all right? So some of you may stay right here. Some of you might lift your feet up off the floor. Yeah, are we still breathing? I hope so. Because, you know, the thing that happens when you quit breathing is you fall over. I don't want anybody falling out of a chair today. So keep breathing, squeezing your block. We're leaning back in the chair. I bet we're feeling it now. Take another deep breath in. And as you exhale, release the feet down. We'll come all the way back up. We're going to take that block out from between the knees. All right, so we're gonna lean back in the chair. So stretch your legs out in front of you, reach your arms up overhead, squeeze your tush. Good, so we're stretching nice and long. And then go ahead and bring those hands back down, lifting back up into that seated position. All right, so we're gonna open our feet up nice and wide. So the feet are much wider than the chair. You just bring them open as wide as your body will tolerate. And we're going to start with the left forearm on our thigh, okay? So if you're having certain conditions, like maybe scoliosis, and this is the one side, Maybe you bring a block onto the leg and you're here, okay? Limiting that range of motion. We don't want any crunching where we don't need crunching, okay? So the forearm is on whatever surface, and we're gonna take that right arm and reach it out to the side. So I want you, if you have some vertigo or something and moving your head while you're doing this is really making your balance a little nuts, then don't turn the head. Just keep looking at the same thing, okay? So on your inhale, we're gonna sweep that right arm up and over as we lean to the left. And on your exhale, bring the hand back, grab the chair, and turn your head and look down at your left foot. Inhale, look forward, sweep that right arm up. So I call this the deodorant check. And as you exhale, bring that hand down and look at the floor. 2 more. Inhale, sweeping that arm up, looking forward. And exhale, bring the hand behind, looking down. 1 more. Inhale, sweep that arm up, looking forward. And as you exhale, bring that arm back, look down. So grab your chair and stay there for just a moment. We're breathing in, we're breathing out, feeling that stretch in the neck. So we're not laying on that other arm, we're pretty active, pushing that forearm away from us. Good, and now use that right hand, grab a hold of that chair and pull yourself back to the center. Good job. All right, so we're gonna do that opposite side. Forearm to the thigh. You might also have that block going on right here, supporting your body if this is the side that is that crunches over. So with this left arm, we'll reach it out, the palm faces the ceiling. So looking forward, as you inhale, sweep that arm up overhead. As you exhale, bring that hand back as you turn your head and look at your right foot. Inhale, sweep that arm up overhead, looking forward. And exhale, bring that arm down, looking at your foot. 2 more. Inhale, sweeping the arm up. And exhale, back down. And last one. Inhale, sweeping the arm up. And exhale, bringing it back down. So this time we'll hang on to that chair, letting the head turn, moving the jaw away from the shoulder, feeling that stretch in the side of the neck. Taking 1 more deep breath in and out. On your next inhale, hanging onto that chair and pulling yourself back to the center with the arm. Good, and we'll bring those feet back in together. Awesome. So we'll do a real quick forward fold right here just to get our spine into neutral. Inhale, reaching the arms up overhead. On the exhale, hinging forward over those legs. Now take a breath or 2 right here. Just feeling your belly and your chest resting on the legs. Notice how when you breathe in, the back expands open. So we're breathing into the back body. And then when you're ready, bring your hands onto your knees. Use your hands to press yourself back up into seated. Fantastic. Alrighty. So here, we're going to stand up. So go ahead and stand up and move your chair. If it's in the middle of your mat, just come behind your chair. Awesome. So we can hang on to the chair, and if you don't need a chair, then don't feel like you gotta go grab one. We're gonna bring the left foot forward, and the right foot, step it straight back. So the feet are flat on the floor, and I'm going to move my chair out to the side so you can see how my legs look. Good. And then right here, letting that right arm hang to your side, the front leg is straight. As you inhale, we'll bend the front knee, sweeping that right arm up overhead. Now I want you to look down. Can you still see your left toes? If not, scooch that foot forward. Hey, guess what? That's good news because it's telling you, your body is telling you that you're more flexible than you think you are. So great job. And on your next exhale, soften the knee and relax the arm. So we'll do that dynamically a few times. Inhale, bending the knee, sweeping the arm up, and exhale, releasing. Again, inhale, bending the knee, arm goes up, and exhale, release. Last one, inhale, bend the knee, sweep the arm up, exhale, release. Now this time we're gonna go into it and stay there. So inhale, good. And if you want to, you can bring that hand to the back of the head. All right? So the hand can stay there. Your other hand is welcome to stay on the chair. Now I want you to lean your head backwards into your hand, but use your hand to try and press your head forward. Now this is just light pressure, people. We're not trying to rip our heads off. So just lean back a little bit. So I really want to feel that stretching from your top elbow through that side of the body, down that hip. Good. So take 2 more breaths right here, inhaling and exhaling. Last one, inhale and exhale. This time, as you inhale, straighten the front leg, reach that arm up, and on your exhale, release that arm, and then we'll step that back foot forward. Good, so I'm gonna move my chair over to the opposite side. And if you're using a chair and you're standing, you wanna make sure that your chair's on a surface where it's not gonna slide out from underneath you, okay? So here, we're bringing the right foot forward and taking the left foot back. All right, so your left foot's flat on the floor. The toes turn out to the side just a little bit. So it's not way out to the side where the hips are going out to the side. We still want your hips pointed forward. All right, so go ahead and bend your front knee. I want you to look down and make sure that you can see the toes on the front foot. If you can't, scooch that foot forward just a little bit. Good, did you find it? Now you feel pretty balanced. If you need to walk your front foot closer to that side of your mat, go right ahead. And then straighten that leg. So now that we got our feet set, you're welcome to hang onto the chair or not. On your inhale, we'll bend the knees, sweep that left arm up, and then exhale, release back down. Inhale, bending the knees, sweeping the arm up, and exhale, releasing down. 2 more. Inhale, really taking your time as you breathe and move, and exhale. And last one, inhale, bend the knee, sweep the arm up, and exhale. Good, so this time, inhale, bend the knee, take that arm up, and we're gonna stay right here. So you're welcome to keep that arm up, or you can bend at the elbow, bringing the hand to the back of the head. All right, so here maybe you lean your head backwards into your hand. And as you do that, you might push your hand forward into your head. When you did that, did you feel that left shoulder kind of move down your back? Yeah, that's perfect. That's what should be happening. Awesome. So here, we'll take a few more deep breaths in and out, and in and out, and last one, in and out. On your next inhale, straighten the front leg, reach the arm up, and as you exhale, release that arm, and we'll step our back foot forward. Awesome. So if you need to pound out either one of those legs, or rub them, or shake them, shake a foot, feel free to do that. All right, so we're gonna do some triangle today. So you can bring the chair right in front of you, and you can separate those feet just a little bit, maybe as wide as the chair. Typically, however long one of your legs are might be how wide your feet are, but for today, and with this population, sometimes that's not attainable. So taking your feet as wide as is comfortable for you and having something to hold on to slightly. All right, so we're gonna take our right toes and turn them out towards the right side of our mat, and take the left heel and turn it out to the left side of the mat. All right, so bringing your right hand to your hip. Take a deep breath in. As you exhale, we're gonna slide that hand down the leg to the knee, and inhale, lift back up. So you can hang on to your chair or not, whichever you choose. On your exhale, hand slides down to the knee, and inhale, lifting back up. And last one, exhale, hand slides down to the knee, and inhale, lifting back up. So this time, this right knee, I want you to bend it. Good. All right. So we're here in our warrior two. You got your chair if you need it, and we're gonna take our arms and stretch them straight out to the sides. Now, if this is too much for your neck and shoulders, because we've already done a lot of work in that area, if you need to have your hands at your heart and do this, that's totally fine. All righty. So on your inhale, straighten through the front leg, reach the arms up overhead. As you exhale, bend the knee, let the arms come to shoulder height. Inhale, straighten the leg, reach the arms up, and exhale, sink back down. Two more. Inhale, coming back up, and exhale, sink back down. And last one, inhale, up, and exhale, sink back down. Good, so stay right here, take another deep breath in. As you exhale, relax your shoulders, turn your palms to face the ceiling. Now imagine you have a gallon of milk in each hand. Oh my gosh, my arms just got super, super heavy. All right, take another deep breath in. As you exhale, relax the arms, relax that leg, and turn that foot in. If you need to rock your hips a little bit, go for it. And then we'll turn that left foot out, and we'll turn the right heel out. All right. So you may notice that when we get to this other side, it might feel very different, and that's totally fine. That our bodies have history. And frankly, if you're over 9 years old, you have had some physical trauma in your body. You know, I heard that before a baby turns 2, they have had over 900 traumas to their sacrum just learning how to walk. So, oh my gosh, can you imagine if you're like 50 or 60 or 70? So anyway, right here, we're gonna keep both legs straight and shift your hips over to the right side just a little bit. You can hang on to the chair with the right hand, and the left hand, we're gonna work with it first. So take a deep breath in. As you exhale, slide that hand down down the leg to the knee, and as you inhale, come all the way back up. We'll do it again. Exhale, slide the hand down to the knee, and inhale, back up. And last one, exhale, sliding down, and inhale, come back up. Good. So here we're gonna bend that left knee. So if your legs are super, super tired, you can move, have a seat back in your chair and follow along with us doing just the arms. All right. So that front knee is bent, and then we're gonna take those arms and reach them out. Now, if you need to stay holding onto the chair, bring your hands to your heart. Feel free to take the option that your body needs. On your inhale, straighten through the front leg, reach the arms up overhead. Exhale, bend the knees, sinking back down. Inhale, straighten the leg, reach the arms up. And exhale, sinking back down. Good, 2 more. Inhale, going back up. And exhale, sinking back down. And last one, inhaling back up and exhale, sinking down. This time we'll stay here. Now relax through your shoulders. Turn the palms to face the ceiling. Now this time it's not gallons of milk that we're holding. Think of pizza. So right here, soften your elbows. Hold those pizzas up like next to your ears. Good. And just breathe. One more breath in and a breath out. Good. Go ahead and relax those arms, relax those legs, and turning the feet so that they're parallel with one another. We're going to start to walk those feet in towards one another. And moving on to do some balance. I know when we taught on Tuesday, there was a whole lot of core work going on. So today there's a little bit more balance in the lower body. And we'll go back and forth and do different things as we progress through our live features. So right here, the feet are hips distance apart, okay? So I want you to inhale, lift your heels up away from the floor, maybe about an inch. And then exhale, lower the heels back down. Good. Inhale, lift the heels up. And exhale, lower back down. And two more. Inhale, lifting the heels. Exhale, lower. And last one. Inhale, lift. And exhale, lower. So this time, inhale, lift the heels a little less than an inch. Like maybe you could just barely slide your fingers up underneath your heels. Not that you could reach that from here, but certainly only just a half an inch maybe. All right, so deep breath in here. As you exhale, bend your knees a little bit. Now if your knees are super cranky today, leave that part out. Inhale, straighten the knees. Exhale, bend the knees. One more. Inhale, straighten the knees. Exhale, bend the knees. Nice. This time, inhale, straighten the knees. As you exhale, lower the heels. Awesome. Go ahead and shake those feet out. If you need to stretch, maybe pulling the toes up underneath, maybe rolling your ankles. Isn't it funny that like you roll it in one direction and it's a circle, and the other direction it turns into a square? I don't know, I just think that's really interesting. So go ahead and we're gonna have a seat back in our chair. And grab your strap. So whatever tool it is that you're gonna be using for this next segment, go ahead and grab it. You can use a dish towel, you can use a men's tie, you can use a dog leash, so anything will work, a belt. So here we're going to take the strap and bring it into our hands and stick those arms straight out in front of us, kind of like you're riding a motorcycle. Has anyone ever ridden a motorcycle? No? Okay, so right here, motorcycle arms. And you're pulling, I remember when I was a kid, my dad used to pop the belt. Did your dad ever do that? He'd pop the belt and he'd just that noise alone got obedience out of us kids. So right here, pull that belt tight, and on your inhale, slowly bring those arms up overhead. As you exhale, we'll slowly bring those arms back down in front. So two more like that. Inhale, pulling those arms up. And exhale, bringing them back down. Last one. Inhale, taking those arms up. And exhale, back down. Good. So this time, open your hands up much wider. And we'll slowly bring those arms all the way up overhead. All right. So you might have to open your hands up even wider to bring those arms back behind. Now, if you're having to bend one knee, or your upper knee, your elbow, if you're having to bend an elbow to do this, open your hands up a little bit wider. And maybe you stop at some point. We're just really wanting to stretch open through the chest. So we'll go up and down a few times, opening through the chest, through the armpits, You know, in your armpits is where there's a lot of lymph nodes, and the lymph nodes help carry the waste of your body, particularly your immune system. So we want to make sure that that area is nice and open to do its job right here. And then bringing those arms all the way back up, and we'll walk those hands a little closer together this time. Alrighty, so here we're gonna let the arms lean over to the right. So your left arm is gonna come up next to your head. Your right arm is out to the side. Now, can you move your right arm backwards a little bit? Did you feel that extra something happening in the armpit? Yeah, I know, it's good. So take 2 more breaths right here. And then bring that right arm back out to the side. Reach those arms back up to the center. And we'll do that opposite side. You might feel that blood draining back into that left arm again. So that right arm is up next to our head. And take the left arm and move it backwards away from you. So feeling that whole right armpit and shoulder stretching open. Taking 2 more smooth breaths. With your next inhale, come back to the center. And then exhale, release those arms. Nice job, everybody. Still shake your hands out. So we're gonna take look, are your hands as red as mine? Probably. If you're working, they are. So we're gonna extend that left hand forward. Grab the fingers, so your palm is facing forward. Grab the fingers and draw them back towards your face. Good. Stretching the underside of the fingers, the palm, and the wrist and forearm. Good. Now flip your hand over and do the opposite. Grab the back of the hand and pull it in towards you. So now you're stretching the back of the wrist, that forearm. Good, and let's switch sides. So reaching the right palm forward, grab those fingers and slowly draw them back. So these are your hands. We want to be mindful of that. We use them for almost everything. Have you ever not been able to use a hand for a bit? And it's, especially if your dominant hand you're not able to use, that is one hard thing to do. We want to be very careful with our hands. And then go ahead and flip that hand over, grab the back of the hand and draw it in towards you, feeling that stretch through the wrist, through the forearm. Man, that feels so good. I don't know about you guys, but I've been on the computer a whole lot these last, I don't know, week, doing some different kind of stuff that I'm used to doing. And this forearm is just really, really tight. Good, and go ahead and release. So we're gonna do little hand circles. So spread your fingers out wide, making little circles with your hands, kind of like flamenco dancers would use their hands. Good, and now reverse that direction. Wonderful, and go ahead and release those hands, maybe shake them out to your sides. Awesome. All right, so if you're comfortable with laying down on the floor, I want you to find a spot and lay down on the floor, not the couch. Don't lay on the couch. Lay on the floor if you can lay on the floor, or maybe a bed, but not the couch. It's just not supportive enough. So we kind of want to be on a surface that's a little harder. Now, if you're not able to get down on the floor, just stay seated in the chair. Once you get down on the floor, maybe you bring a blanket up underneath your head, but I want you to hug your knees up into your chest. So if you're with me and you're sitting in a chair, I want you to lean forward over your legs. And just let your arms hang towards the floor. If you have blocks or books or something there and you want to let your hands rest on that surface, you can do that too. Just letting the low back get a nice big stretch. Taking a few more breaths in and out. Feel the back side of the body stretch open on the inhales. And then when you're ready, releasing those legs. If you're on the floor and if you're in the chair, go ahead and come all the way back up to seated. So we're going to get set up for our relaxation. So if you're resting on the floor, make yourself comfortable. I want you to use any kind of props that you have available, a pillow, a blanket. Maybe you can throw your legs up in a chair, over the dog, you know, whatever works for you. If you're sitting in a chair, I want you to just find a comfortable space where both feet are flat on the floor and turning the palms to face the ceiling. Now, if you have a small pillow or something and you want to put it behind your back, or maybe you take your chair and you bring it all the way back up against a wall, and you sit in your chair and you can let your head lean backwards on the wall. So right here, taking a moment to make yourself comfortable and find that spot that's going to work for you. And you may have to fidget around and figure out what's going to work, what's not going to work. And then once you get settled in, start to deepen your breath. Closing your eyes. Feel the back side of the body surrender to the floor, to the chair. Feel your face soften. Feel the chest and shoulders soften. The hips and legs, hands and feet soften. Bring your awareness to your breath. Slowly breathe in, filling up from the bottom to the top. So the belly, then the ribs, then the chest and throat. And then exhale, the belly, the ribs, the chest and throat. And repeating that cycle, breathing in slowly and fully, and breathing out completely. Giving yourself permission for the next few minutes to simply relax. Relax in the space that you have created that's safe. Relax in this place that you've created that's comfortable. Your mind begins to wander off into things outside of your little space here. Slowly come back to your breath. And specifically come back to the space in the center of your heart. So notice as when you breathe in, the chest expands, the lungs fill, and they hug the heart. And with every exhale, the chest softens, the lungs empty, and the heart gets lots and lots of fresh blood. And begin to deepen your breath. Bring your awareness back to your body, feeling the points of your body that are connected to the earth, the points of your body that expand out into space, and the points in between the two. Start to wiggle our fingers and wiggle the toes. And rolling the wrists and rolling the ankles. And then maybe turning your head side to side. And being mindful of your surroundings. On your next inhale, reach your arms overhead, stretch your legs out in front of you, reaching fingertip to toe tip, and then releasing the arms back down to the sides. If you're lying on your back, go ahead and bend your knees and start to gently roll over to your side. If Lying on your side is not a friendly place for you. Don't feel like you have to do it. You can skip it and just come up to seated. Whether you're seated in a chair or seated on the floor, it's totally up to you. But sitting up nice and tall, I want you to notice the space in the heart, and it's nice and open. The shoulders are relaxed and down away from the ears. The head has some nice range of motion. Good. And once you come to seated, we're going to take a big breath in together. So as you inhale, sweep those arms open and up. On your exhale, slowly bring the hands back down to the sides. And we'll do that 2 more times. Inhale, sweeping the arms, opening up. Maybe you even look up. And exhale, bring the hands down to the sides. Maybe you drop the chin to the chest. Now this time, inhale, sweeping the arms, looking up, reaching overhead. As you exhale, bring the hands into the heart center. So letting the hands rest at the heart, taking some long, smooth breaths in and out. And thinking of something that you're so very grateful for today. Maybe it's grateful that we got to see some sunshine today. Maybe it's grateful that we got to consciously breathe today. Maybe you're grateful that we came together at this time and place for this time to bear some auspicious fruit for each of us. Thank you all for joining me today. Namaste. Thank you all. I invite you to join me again on next Tuesday and next Thursday at 1 o'clock. Right here on Rescue Yoga Facebook page for our YOGAdaptive class. You'll want to have the same props with you, blocks, a strap, and a chair if you got it. I look forward to seeing all of your little smiling hearts right there, and thank you for joining me today. Namaste.